Эй, всем привет, с вами Дмитрий, мы продолжаем играть в Enderal. Я заебался всякое чарить, крафтить. Я вроде не так много чего сделал, но это столько много времени забило. Причем я особо даже ничего не распродавал, я просто раскидал, короче, по ящикам, где оружие пойдет на продажу, где броня пойдет на продажу, где книжки, короче, ненужные всякие. Сейчас включу чат. Короче, сделал себе еще одного приспешника. Достаточно мощный получился. Очков перераспределил очки чисто на призыв и на убийство. Вот. Может, хватит, конечно, потом еще что-нибудь качнуть. У меня теперь такой монстр бегает. У него статы достаточно сильные. Ближний бой там под 70-ку. Этот... Тяжелая броня тоже под 70-ку. Такой сильный мальчик. Так, где? Яйца принес. Надеюсь, больше мне не нужно будет.
Perfect. Here, take this as a... However, he still needs more. Come... Ah, brilliant. Here. However, he still needs more. Yes, very good. Now he has them all. Marvelous, truly marvelous. Gertrude will own the skies like a falling star. Many thanks, my sir, and good luck on your travels.
Чего? За такие копейки, по 140 там. Ладно, чуть-чуть выполнил, но одну, по крайней мере. Где? Получается, где энтропия и, ну, и кузня душ, и где убийство вот на луке. Сделал себе лук. Надо стрелы, кстати, переключить. Теперь у меня вот такой лук.
Sir? Yes?
Чуть-чуть переоделся, теперь вот так вот выгляжу. Там все легкое, вся легкая броня. Да, вот такие ботиночки. Такой доспех. Сделал себе маску на луке чарную, перчатки. И все.
Can I help you?
Так, а что я пешком иду? Мне нужно в храм солнца. Подоб квестам мифы. Потом, если что-то найдем, еще сделаем. Это по сюжету ищется. Мы уже 5 из 9 нашли. Это вечный квест. Тут с колодцами я их рот топтал, души. Относительно мы многие сайд-квесты выполнили. Пойдем отчитаем. Знаешь, что мне сказали? Что можно найти охуенный меч у продавца в подгороде, но там, по-моему, то ли от левела зависит, то есть он просто может появиться в какой-то момент. У меня сейчас какой? 46-й.
Well, sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
Что-то вообще ничего интересного не вижу.
Walk blessed.
Ладно, мы еще... Я, наверное, сейчас не вижу смысла прям туда бежать, потому что не факт, что он там будет. Потом как-нибудь еще в подгород заскочим. Мы просто к нему приходили.
With all due respect, our monastery, and in case that doesn't sate your appetite, that's what I'm here for. Take a look.
Просто к нему раньше приходили, у него ничего интересного не было. Значит, скорее всего, либо левел не позволял. О, призрачный сундук 3-го уровня. Блин, лишний купил. Ну, ладно.
That's what I'm here for. Take a look.
Так, наши продадим. Ворона и не хочет это продавать.
Blessed.
Ну, может, торговцу в этом продадим.
That's what I'm here for. Take a
В
look.
подгороде.
Walk blessed.
Так-то смотри, уже появились 8-го уровня всякие книги. Так, ну это из-за левела по-любому, потому что раньше этих книг не было. Давай сходим, ладно, в подгород. Есть же тут телепортик. Yes. Чё ест? Чё ты не наел? Больше нет телепорта. Так, нам нужно 2 места заскочить. И они все в квартале торговом. Да, ты.
Hello. You picked a good time to come down here. Apparently the Rulata's leader, the father, just disappeared.
You're from the surface, aren't you? They say that Taylor Aranfield came back. Let's hope he knows.
A foreigner, huh?
Кстати, у мага
What
можно.
is it? Fair enough. Maybe
Мага
there's a trick or
тоже.
two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap. Yes, yes. Just move along, will you?
Move along.
Первый у нас вот здесь, вот мне про него говорили.
What?
Что у него можно вытащить офигенный меч.
Oh, look at that. Oh, all things lost and found again. Depends on what you're looking for.
Ну, судя по всему, левела еще не хватает на него. Ну и ладно. Не сильно-то и хотелось.
Please just leave me be.
As you like.
Что это очень ничего нету хорошего.
Is it important?
Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today.
Ну ладно.
My sir.
Так, храм. Куда делся храм? Ну, к чуваку, значит, пойдем в эти.
But that's ridiculous. We have to at least try to negotiate.
You know his demands. There's no basis for negotiation.
He has not seen what we have seen. The writings, the memories of the Prophet. If he just realized...
My dams? My sirs?
Shit. What took you so long? And where is Constantine?
That's a long
А, ему,
story.
кстати, пизда, Константину, да.
All for the greater good.
And those were his final
All for
words.
the death of the father.
I can't believe it.
Simply another victim of the High Ones. If we do not activate the beacon soon, he won't be the last.
Oh, right. The beacon. If it's activated, we'll simply glow the red madness away, won't we? Or maybe we could, for once in all this, do something that actually makes sense and focus our resources on finding an alchemistical or thaumaturgical solution to this problem,
хуйня
rather
идея.
than trusting in a pile of scrap metal.
Oh, by the Prophet's ass, won't you just shut up for a minute? All day long you do nothing but babble, getting on our nerves, and nothing you ever say gets any closer to a fucking solution. So why don't you just shove off to one of the bathhouses? Go torture the washerwomen with your never-ending lamentations. That would be helpful for a change.
You will take that back.
Will I? Come here and make me. I'd be delighted.
Blasphemy.
Guard your
This is
tongue, wild
blasphemy.
mage, or...
Or what? Are you gonna kill me? That's what you do best, you and your fucking order.
Silence!
Ебать, а что началось-то?
You are angry, Lishari Pegast, and I understand why. But in the moment you let that anger destroy this alliance, Firespark's sacrifice will have been in vain. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
No. No, it isn't.
Good. I am tired of this endless bickering. We have a responsibility, and we will fulfill it.
Well said, Aranthiel. And how exactly do you think we are going to do that? Without the sources, the beacon is as worthless as a heap of rusty iron.
The chroniclers are on it, and they will find the answer. Novice, tell Commander Aaron to join us. We need to plan the defense of the land. You, Prophet, will come to me as soon as you have recovered. Now, let us get to work.
The sun be
Please,
praised,
Tilor.
Constantine.
Jorik is right. A war
It's
with
just not
Merrin?
fair.
This is madness.
I know that it is going to be tough. We have no
Then none of
choice.
us are strong
The
enough.
beacon is all
Yeah,
that we
Constantine wasn't exactly
Yes,
the
the
most
beacon,
approachable
the
fellow,
beacon, the
but he was a
beacon.
damn skilled.
We don't even know what
I
this thing
I
does,
have to
let
talk
alone
to
if
you
it
as
will
soon as
work.
possible.
To start
It's
a
about
war only
I believe
because
I'm
of
onto
that damn
something.
machine. It means putting the
Their
lives of
client is from
thousands at
Enderal.
risk, only because of
From
some
Ark,
vague
to be more precise.
idea.
Let's
This
not
is
talk here
ludicrous,
though.
Taylor. It's
Meet me in the
entirely
dancing no.
irrational.
I'll be in the first room upstairs. And hurry.
Yes, because that man is dead.
Yes.
I've
See
made
you there.
decisions driven by fear and selfishness before, and they were always wrong. I will not let that happen again.
Huh?
Seriously, Natara, stop acting as if this were about reason.
Натара, иди
You're
нахуй
just
отсюда.
afraid of making sacrifices for what you believe in. You always were.
Потребуйте объяснений. Кстати, возрастная строчес.
Sacrifices. This is about your damn pride, Tilor. Nothing else.
Все, иди нахуй отсюда. А со мной поговорить? На меня все положили. Здорово.
Snip, snip, snip. Cut through the throat. The head rolls off. The soul's afloat.
Walk blessed.
Oh, so goddamn tired.
Irrelevant. This madman, Koarek. He has completely reshuffled the cards. Now we not only have to deal with the High Ones, but also with him and his fanatics. However, there's also good news. You have probably seen it already. Physically, yes. And we also know how it works now. And how it can put an end to the cycle.
Нихуя, быстро вы.
It is easier than we thought. The beacon was constructed for one thing, to destroy the High Ones. Once reconstructed, infused with energy and activated, lit, as the Pyreans called it, it can banish the High Ones from this plane of existence. It is complicated if you try to understand how it works. You know that the High Ones are not made of flesh. Essentially, they can be compared to the cold or to shadows. Omnipresent elements, yet we cannot touch them. Energy, if you will. However, there is a counterpart to each energy. Cold and fire, shadow and light. The High Ones and the beacon. Yes. Imagine a torch driving away the darkness in the moment it is ignited. This is what the beacon can do, except that the banishing will be permanent.
Ну, не знаю, получится ли.
Yes, as I said, it needs to be infused with energy before it can be lit. I take it you have noticed the 3 sockets on its base. They are what it draws its power from. Once they are filled, the beacon can be ignited and the High Ones will be undone, once and for all. At least, if the old writings are true. The only thing left for us to find out is what these energy sources are.
Может ли это быть человеческие жертвы?
Give the Arcanists some more time and I will let you know if there's any news. In the meantime, get equipped accordingly. Some of the Neremes have landed already, and outbreaks of the Red Madness become more and more frequent as we speak. Well, it's only fair to tell you. You've always been honest to me, so I will do the same. Have you ever heard of the Night of the Thousand Fires? Between 8,192 and 8,202, there was an underground movement in Kira called the Red Half Moon. They were brought into being by a group of intellectuals and philosophers who, under all the freedom of thought Saldrine granted them, started questioning the reign of the Golden Queen, and thus the Lightborn themselves. Saldrine saw himself as the god of knowledge, and accordingly he reigned his country. In Kira, no opinion is forbidden, which is why it is home to countless magic schools and universities, where people do nothing but discuss the reason for being all day long. An appealing thought if you hear it for the first time, but a cunning people isn't easy to reign. There have been more revolts and riots in Kira than bones in a graveyard, and the Red Half Moon was the worst of them. Correct, just as my son did. But other than him, they fought like cowards. Terror, dust crystals planted in the marketplaces, and assassinations, you name it. If they killed innocents, they blamed the Golden Queen. And if they killed her soldiers, they celebrated themselves as liberators. However, they never succeeded in putting her down, and neither did she in destroying them, which is why the court turned to the Lightborn for help. A division of the Holy Order led by me, a young keeper of barely 30 winters. None to be taken seriously. You know, not everywhere is the Order as present as here on Enderal, or as it once was on Narem. In Kira, we were ridiculed. I saw the Kiranian keepers who served the Golden Queen. A bunch of decadent gluttons who had dedicated themselves to the court's banquets rather than to the will of the gods. A moon after our arrival, we received an anonymous tip on where one of the Half Moon's bases was supposed to be located, in a small coastal village. As we entered it, we were greeted by the township's elders, and the villagers themselves had gathered behind them. You should have seen how they stared at us, as if we were plunderers. I should have seen by then that something was wrong. Yes, But if there was one thing the Red Half Moon was good at, it was sowing lies. According to them, we were nothing but butchers who executed everyone unable to recite the revelation word for word. That's what they wanted us to think, and they did a good job at that. A veiled person here, an archer on the rooftops there. I got nervous, because villagers or not, they bested us in numbers, and they had kettled us. Then a man seemed to charge at us, and I gave the order to draw weapons. It was just the spark they needed. No, not a fight. A massacre. The villagers had pitchforks and shepherd staffs, and we had shadow steel swords, let alone the fact that we were trained warriors. I realized that I had made a mistake a split second after it started, but it was too late by then. My men, they slaughtered them
Но они
all,
сами виноваты.
like pigs. At the end of the day, 300 people were dead, and only 10 of them were keepers. Have you ever been in a big battle? Even if my men would have stopped, the villagers were blinded with rage and panic. No. From the moment I gave the order, it was too late. Well, what better proof of the Lightborn's cruelty is there than a division of keepers who, out of pure wickedness, slaughtered an entire village, women, children included. That distrust had turned into hatred, and nothing could have changed that, not even the Golden Queen's heralds. We set sail back to Enderal a week later. 2 years after that, the Red Half-Moon destroyed itself due to infighting. Ironic, isn't it? Maybe. The Lightborn and the Grandmaster back at that time showed the compassion I wouldn't grant myself. But I learned one thing, and that is that I will never again let fears about my own life influence my decisions. What happened in Kira was that will never happen again.
С лошарой встретиться
Yes?
нужно.
Is it important? Yes? Is it important?
Я бы еще с нашими пообщался.
What do you want, urchin child? My problem with you? Tell me, prophet, who built which you enter and leave as frivolously as a sailor leaving a brothel?
Уже разговаривали. Ой, дальше.
Walk blessed.
Ha! Impressive weapon you carry there. It must be ancient, am I right?
Well, well.
All for the greater good, I told myself.
Keep walking.
All for the death of the father.
Walk blessed.
Тоже молочный.
You. I heard you passed the trial without going to the novitiate. Congratulations, I guess. The Grand Master must think highly of you.
The fabled prodigal.
There you are. Walk blessed. Do you have a moment?
Ah, greetings. Of course, what do you need?
The Archmagister ordered me to find out more about the Pyrean Civil War. The one that took place shortly before the cleansing.
Remind me not
That's
to
your
burst
area
into
of
tears.
expertise, isn't it?
Well, I did study the Chronicles, so I suppose so, yes. What do you need to know?
This Jackal, the commander of Diligar, who incited the conflict. What do you know about him?
Only what's written in the old lore. He was a fast climber, and he wasn't born into the caste like most sun priests are.
Wait, so you're saying he was no Dilger by blood, and yet he made it to their commander?
Yes, because he was a pragmatist. Whatever was necessary to gain him influence and power, he did it. You know the kind of person.
Huh. That doesn't go along well with the fact that he started this war against the Ishian.
Why?
Well, you know, usually pragmatists are mainly concerned with themselves. Start a war that divides the entire Pyrean realm? That sounds more like fanaticism to me. Like something an idealist would do.
Yes, probably. But maybe something happened that caused a change of heart in him.
My thoughts exactly. Any idea what?
No, nothing, but I'm not certain I understand why this is so important to you. The Grand Master wants us to examine the Pyrean history for hints about the cleansing, not for the motivations of some crazed commander.
Well, I thought that maybe there's a connection between the two. But anyway, thanks for helping me out. I will see you at the night sermon.
Yes, walk blessed.
Не, дед красавчик, что он погружается более глубоко, а не просто вот поверхностно, типа выполнил задачу. Пошел, так и надо.
Yes? Is it important?
Hello. Well, finding out about the Blackstones was definitely a great step forwards. But still, we're left with a myriad, like a child, asked to understand the functioning of a Starling airship. Yes?
Так, ну это все мы обсуждали. Ладно, значит, походу диалогов новых особо нету. Вот с вот этим только был новенький диалог. Еще бы бабу эту найти. Которая... Вот она, кстати.
What?
Здесь.
Move along. Yes. Until that Quark appeared, I had a war with Nareem. That changes. Yes, it is. Master Tyrus, my tattoo. Oh, of course. I've had that for as long as I can remember. And I don't have the slightest idea as to how I got it. It does. You're the first. No, it isn't. It's just. That's what Tyrus said too. Not without leaving a bad scar. Saira? If it's really necessary. What do you want to know? If that were the case, usually it's just thoughts. Honest answer, I would transform into. Yes, imagine he's been that is the part of. Yes. Forgive me, Saira. I can't talk about this. Yeah, it's just odd to talk about. It was stitched into the blanket they found me in near that village.
Чисто пара очков диалога заработали на ровном месте, потому что мы все это видели, а оно заново засчитало. Забавно? Забавно. Кстати, а теперь интересно. Кто торгует в серпе? Там же все подохли.
What? No interest in my wares? Ah, well. I'm a Felio, new quartermaster of the Golden Sickle, in training, that is. They assigned me the position after the previous quartermaster died unexpectedly. So you'll be doing business with me? It'll be my pleasure. I wasn't told, and I don't think it matters, so can I interest you in my wares? With pleasure.
А тебе
Safe
вообще да
travels.
ничего не дают. Ты такой чисто бомжара, у тебя даже на продажу нихуя нет. Пу-пу-пу-пу. Ну ладно.
Ah, you.
A
Do you need
foreigner,
something?
huh? Well, you've chosen
I
a
need some
strange
time for
time
myself.
to visit this country.
Hello.
О,
Huh?
Let's.
Well, what should I think? Plus, most soldiers are the same. Yeah, I did. That's a good question. I suppose in the end, it was just a hunch. Well, and yeah, I don't eat God's tongue. Now, aren't you inquisitive? Let me think. I spent most of my time abroad in Kira. Yeah, it is. I was there with a group of mercenaries. We were hired to get something from a tower in the old capital. Not a nice... There's this fog everywhere, and with every step you take, you have to be careful the swamps don't get the better of you. But of course, that's also what makes it exciting.
Hard times these are. Hard times.
Oof. Different. It's the bizarre, isn't it? But over... what am I? There are the great bazaars, the palaces of the merchant... Yeah, I did. Why do you ask?
A game. Come on. Take a seat. Okay, okay, just leave me alone.
валишь что ли?
Me.
Опа.
Oh, you're not from around here, are you?
You're quite the sight. How about a little bit of fun?
Я не знал, что у них тут в подвале такое. Значит, она наверху.
She-Ra. Oh well.
Не понял.
Prophet, are you in there?
Не стесняйся, заходи, блядь, смотри.
Kirash, what? Why? What have you done? What? No. I will not accept this. I will not accept this, damn it! Forgive me. This is simply too much.
Кто ее мог убить?
Yes, I know, Neha. But she was a good woman. We both know that we're not involved in this. So please tell me why you and Lashari wanted to meet up here? Were the two of you close? It's been a while since there was a man at Lashari's side. So why? What? Then this bastard got wind of it. Oh, Kirash, Lashari, why the secrecy? Maybe the murderer has left a clue. We have to search.
Вот что я не ожидал, это трупа, блядь, в постели. Причем не ее клинок тут. То есть это чужой клинок в ней. Почему она голая? Я нихуя не нашел.
What's this? Let me see. Yes! This could be our clue. No, certainly not. But come to think about it, it doesn't really help us either. There are so many dust addicts in Ark, it would take years just to count them. Oh, by the name of the sun, I will inform the Order. Yes, you do that. But come back to the temple as soon as you're finished, all right? The Archmagister has found something out about those sources we need for the beacon, even though he paid a high price for it.
Mead, stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Ну, здесь больше нечего искать, я не вижу никаких больше улик. Комната 2 на 2.
Yeah, as if.
That's just how it is. Everything was
Да, ничего не вижу.
Now a good pipe.
Men, that's just how they are.
Well,
Так,
that's
она,
just
конечно,
how it
еще
is.
тепленькая.
Always token mod.
Mead, stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Ну не, нет больше ничего.
Be careful, my sir. The street sleep sour.
Ну мечи, кстати, как вот у этих бомжей.
My sir de Luna.
Нет.
And I felt
Ладно. Там прям какой-то бомжатский меч был.
seems the Grand Master is crazy. So who am I to question his judgment?
Блин, ну она не слабая. Кто же... Ну какой-то знакомый ее убил. Она даже не защищалась. Почему она голая бежала? Говорит, мужчин давно не было. Значит, возможно, женщин.
This just doesn't make any sense. Why can't it ever be easy?
Ah, if it isn't the Prophet. What's wrong? You look troubled. I know. Shah Rim has already told me. I hardly knew her, but it's horrible. Different ideologies or not, she was a fine young mage, and her knowledge of the Pyreans was impressive. We need to find the ones who did this, and fast. But you probably already know that. Thank Malphus we just had a breakthrough with the beacon. At least as far as the sockets go, yes. In the old tablets you found in Old Dothugrat, there's talk of black embers, which are supposed to be some kind of energy supply for the machine. This is what we've been asking ourselves
Черные
over the
кристаллы,
past few
я уже
weeks,
один какой-то
and then
находил.
it fell like pelt from our eyes. The Pyreans were talking about the black pearls. Old jewels, sometimes known as
Ну,
black
черные камни, которые тоже великими
They
душами
appeared for the
нужны.
first time in the Golden Era, and every self-important noble literally fought to get one in his possession. Apparently they originated from Stormwind, the old city in the heart of Arctwind. They changed owners for decades, sometimes by violence, sometimes by gold. The whole thing only stopped when the owners took note of an undesirable side effect, if you like. No, at least not with any known magic. And that's what's so strange about it. Nevertheless, all of their owners eventually shared the same fate. Countess Katua from Nerim, for example, whose castle burnt down to its foundations. According to a survivor of this tragedy, she was to blame for that. He claimed that he saw her the night it happened, laughing hysterically and dancing in the dining room and summoning waves of fire all around her. She was not previously known to have any magical talent in her. Correct. Plus, all of them eventually showed similar symptoms of delusion, like those possessed by the Red Madness do. A peculiar coincidence, if you ask me. Not quite.
Those who owned a pearl tried to get rid of it, or lock it up somewhere safe, and eventually they fell into oblivion. Tell him your theory, Archmagister.
Yes, of course. We believe that the stones carry energy, pure, uncontrolled magic, and that the High Ones use them for their own purposes. Correct. The pearl's magic make their owners powerful, but the High Ones befoul them, so to speak. Like a poisoned potion. I know it sounds odd, but the parallels are too striking to ignore. The red shimmer in the victim's eyes, the slow descent into madness, and ultimately this irrational, destructive act of violence. That's what we thought too, but it seems we were wrong. Maybe the High Ones never leave our planes at all, even after the cleansing. Maybe they are even part of this world, just like the tides or the elements. And the death of the gods is only what really sets them rolling, so to speak. That's a question I've been asking myself since we first learned of the cycle. Who knows? Maybe they like for us to suffer. Or maybe they see us as we see ants, whose lives simply mean nothing. Or maybe the very concept of intentions is meaningless to them. That's what we think, yes. Nothing else in this world possesses that much raw power.
Which is why you will find them for us. No, because we know what we are dealing with. Unlike those who fell
У нас есть
victim
типа
to the
защита от
stones.
осколков.
Imagine them as a powerful, magical sword. A fool won't know how to wield it and will eventually cut himself with it. A seasoned warrior, however, can use its power for his purposes. Which doesn't mean, however, that we will be careless with them. What we need is their energy, and once we have transferred that to the beacon, their shells will be useless to the High Ones. Correct. That's right. But we don't need all of them. The beacon has 3 sockets, and that is how many of the stones we will acquire. Archmagister.
I studied the history of the pearls as a young arcanist, and I think that my notes might give you some hints as to where you should start looking. Give me until tomorrow. By then I will have prepared the relevant excerpts. Just come to me whenever you have questions.
And hurry. I take it you have already noticed this, but Nerimi's troops are roaming our land and building outposts, and the Red Madness is also getting worse as we speak. Now go, Prophet. The sooner we find these stones, the better. Yes?
Yes, that just might work.
What?
Pathlessness.
Really?
Wherever you look.
That's interesting.
Where is this supposed
Provided this is true, that means that the emissaries aren't just people who fight the cleansing. They are people who fight for it too. And that also means that whoever granted us our powers and our purpose isn't an enemy of the High Ones, but a neutral party.
That's beyond me.
I beg your pardon. What? And the same goes for me? That's ridiculous. They wanted to deceive you, to sow discord. I saw the threat the cleansing posed before anyone else did. And without me, we would have never come that far. Something changed inside me since I fled from my prison. I feel it. And it is the same thing that made you a part of all this. Now, Enough of this.
Подожди, я еще хочу кое-что обсудить.
Yes. As I said before, my knowledge about that is limited. But if it helps you, imagine that it is a way of perceiving that which connects us all.
Это мы видели.
Real. Provide. And that also means that whoever granted us our powers, and possibly. But we will find out all about that once we've taken care of the High Ones. Now, with the Neremes against us, too, there's only one thing that matters. Resolve. We must not hesitate and allow anything to delay the lighting of the beacon any further.
That doesn't justify what I've done.
Так, ну по факту у нас больше других квестов-то сейчас и нету. Просто ждать.
Huh?
And thy path I will honor.
Ну бабу ни за что убили, конечно.
The prodigy, huh? Apparently we owe you for the shards of this sigil
yes.
stone.
Here. There they are. I've marked the most relevant parts so you don't have to read the entire book. Just see if they tell you anything that could give you a clue as to where you should start searching. I will be waiting at the beacon.
На следующей странице Лескер описывает происхождение и мифы о черных камнях, а также различные размышления о них. Внутри вы замечаете 3 закладки. Первая закладка. И поэтому остается вопрос, не связано ли разногласие родословной Дальтейса с воздействием черного камня. Несомненно, Джиро Дальтейса, чье увлечение редкими материалами широко известно, приобрел камень у мелкого торговца в Кире за 6 пенсов, вероятно, не осознав, чем он на самом деле был. Кроме того, известно, что потомок Джироса Кетерон Дальтейса которого дело его в знатном доме сделало самым могущественным человеком в Эндерале, несмотря на явные мизантропические черты характера, имеет некоторую привязанность к традициям и ценит коллекцию камней своего отца как всю свою жизнь. Если у кого-то и стоит расспрашивать о черных камнях в Эндерале, то лучше всего было неплохо устроить аудиенцию с самим Дальтейсом. Вторая закладка. К тому дню один из черных камней все еще остается в владении благородного дома Дальвареков, хотя на сегодняшний день этот род практически полностью уничтожен, исключая 2 потомков. Возникают споры о текущем местонахождении черного камня, поскольку вопрос о том, знали ли Дальвареки истинную природу этого камня, остается открытой. Отправной точкой может стать поместье семьи, хотя оно было полностью сожжено во время трагического случая, произошедшего 3 десятилетия назад. И третья закладка. Известно, что Орден Апотекариев в какой-то момент изучал одержимость камня, однако их исследование оказалось тщетным. Апотекарии утверждают, что они были утеряны, но знание этого, конечно, вызывает сомнения.
Let's hope he knows what he...
Начнем с апотекариев. Они у нас ближе всего.
Why can't it ever be easy?
Интересно, Джаспера тоже собираются убить? В подгороде? Да?
Evening.
Это в бараке надо идти.
Walk blessed.
Walk.
An oculus, my sir, please. God will be for your.
На рынке? Ну, может, на рынке, да, я, может, перепутал.
What do you
Да,
want?
точно.
Cock at me. Just like.
Move along.
50,000 pennies? That's immense.
You're telling me. Think what you will about Daloran, but he's a man of his word. Truly.
Yeah, but where did he get that much money from? I thought that ever since the war began, the sickle was close to bankruptcy.
It was, yes. But apparently, that has something to do with those Killayans. The Blue Islands Coalition. Anyway, let's just be happy. What matters now is that we don't have to close down.
Yeah.
Это мы помогли.
Walk blessed.
Uh-huh. Well, then you should go see Sister Salvira. She has to be around here somewhere.
What? Who are you? Oh, really? And what could someone working for the Order bring down to a place like this and risk spoiling his fine garments?
It burns.
Take a look around and you'll see the problem. What do you want? Just spit it out. A black stone? No idea what you're talking about. Now, is there something else? If not, leave. Time is sparse these days.
Тебя ударить?
Thank the sun. There you are. I've been looking for you. I followed you. It's about your mission. I know that the Grandmaster ordered you to find the Black Stones, and I believe I know where to find the one you were looking for down here. Far away from here, and I can show you where. The only thing I ask of you is that no one must know about my part in this. Promise me that, and I'll tell you what I know. Thanks. Believe me, I don't like this any more than you do. Come, follow me.
Почему она не хочет, чтобы кто-то знал?
That doesn't justify.
Возможно, она не хочет умереть так же, как Килли? Или
I remember coming here as a child. The apothecary gave me something to eat before setting me on the streets again. All that, seems so distant now. It's easy to forget about the other side of the coin once you haven't seen it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is better. Have you ever heard the name Dalgalar? Healer of the poor. Yes, that's what some people called him. It doesn't do him justice, though. Dalgalar helped everyone regardless of his wealth. The only difference was that he had the rich people pay for their treatment. Do you also remember why he left Ark? Yes. For him, the end justified the means. For example, it is said that he once healed a crippled soldier by replacing his lost leg. The League considered such practices pathless, but Dalgalar refused to give in, and that is how they came to blows. Finally, Dalgalar left Ark and moved into a remote old castle in the Frostcliff Mountains. True, but people fear what they don't know. It has always been like that. I guess you know the rest of the story. He became more and more reclusive until one day, he locked the gates and was never heard from again. The apothecaries say that it was his eccentricity which was to blame, but I think there's more to it than that. I know it did. I recently read the notes of one of the few apprentices he permitted to come with him. And this is where it gets interesting. Dalgalar researched something he only referred to as the Angel. No one but him was allowed to take part in its creation, and he hired dozens of mercenaries to get him the resources he needed for his experiments. Books, relics, rare herbs, things like that. And one of those relics was a small dark stone, shining like the skin of an eel. Yes. What do you think, Saira? That does sound like a lead, doesn't it? I was waiting for that question. Alright then, I might as well come clean. I am interested in all this because there is a rumor as to what the Angel was supposed to be. A talisman. One that allows its bearer to heal any disease in the world, even flesh maggots, the yellow fever, or the Black Death. All of them. And I want to find this Angel, Saira. Isn't it obvious? Because I want to be healed. Yes, if there's even just a sliver of a chance that this device, whatever it is, can help me, I have to take it. And that is also why the Order must not know about any of this. They would confiscate the artifact before I could use it for myself. And what am I supposed to tell them if they ask me why I need it? I can't allow anyone to learn the truth about me, not until I've dealt with it. Now enough about my motivations, Saira. Let us plan how we are going to proceed. Yes, I found us a map that should point the way from the Frostcliff Tavern. Go prepare yourself. I will meet you there. And thank you for helping me. I know I might not show it that much, but I appreciate your, friendship. I really do. Yes?
Nothing's changed.
Tips. Just be wary if you're outside. Do you even need to ask? Those bloody Naramis yellowcoats are everywhere. And they murder and grieve like Asymptotons incarnate. 3 people.
Oh, just shut up, will you, Folliot?
Huh? What do you want?
A game? Come on. What do you want?
But as he's saying, we don't know.
What? Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap. Well then.
What blessed, my sir? What blessed, my sir? It was crazy. What?
Я что, не изучил? Был же призрачный сундук 3-го уровня. Не понял.
You know, shut himself in. He sent his servants down here a couple of times each month. And every time they hired dozens of hunters to bring them dead game. Rabbits, deer, and the like.
Another exhausted.
He probably needed them for his experiments.
What do you need?
Aye, my damn, but why so many? I mean, 40 cadavers a week? Must be something wrong with that. Maybe he's an entropist, a bone mage, or something like that. And maybe he wanted to use those corpses to raise an army of undead to take revenge on the League.
Rabbits, Folliak. Rabbits.
The dose makes the poison. Isn't that how you say it, madame?
Yes, that's the saying. I need to go now. Thank you for your help. I take it you listened. I don't think we'll get more than superstitious chatter out of these people. What do you say? Should we head out? As you like. Just tell me once you're ready to leave.
What?
Another exhausted.
Yes, can I help you?
Count, what do you want me to say? He's a monster, just like the apothecary said he was. I still remember the day he and the villagers all cheered as if he were Waterblade incarnate. But I just knew there was something wrong with that man the moment I saw him. Especially when I saw that cart with a berry. Nothing. At least, not for a so-called healer. But I saw a shape beneath them, like a stiff body, a wax figure. And that man, Dal Galar, he kept staring at it as if he were hypnotized.
Another exhausted soul.
Anyway.
What?
An outlander.
Stay away.
Isn't this nice?
What? Yes. Just move along, will you?
None of your damn business. Piss off. Yes, can I help you?
Dal Galar. I was still a toddler when he moved here, so no. But I know about his castle. Well, you know, I'm up in the village from time to time to look for things. There was something in the courtyard, a creature made of bright blue light, and it moved. And yes, maybe it was just my imagination, but still. There's something wrong with that castle. That's all I can say.
A game? Come on. Take a seat.
You're a traveler, aren't you, my
So,
son?
learned anything useful?
A few words of friendly advice.
Interesting.
Away from the Dark Valley.
And you're right. The guy over there really does look strange. Anyway,
Word has it
let's go.
almost half of the corpses there have started walking again.
Cold. Well then, the castle is about 2 miles north of here. We shouldn't have any problems if we stay on the road. I suggest you go on ahead. I'll cover your back.
Я уже был в этом замке.
Where are you going, Saira? That is...
Чё с ртом мыть?
Yes?
Блять.
Get ready. Waste of time.
Ладно, я не буду собирать. Что по деньгам? 22 тысячи. И там еще хер знает сколько не распродано.
All for the greater good, I told myself. All for the death of the father.
Что за хуйня идет? Разбойник или человек? Понял. Таверну.
Careful. Northwind. Once among...
Чего? Какое-то возмездие провалено. Давай пешком дойдем, нихуя не понимаю, куда идти. Что за возмездие? Давай от лагеря бандитов пойдем. Она пойдет оттуда?
Where are you going, Saira? That is not the right way. Just don't take too long, all right? I'll wait here.
Aesthetic.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. И поэтому все так произошло. Ну давай, я уже вышел в нужную лету. О, Кива вновь следует за вами. Кива следует. Че за квест возмездия? Провалился квест возмездия. Интересно. Может, он туда? Вот так, может, он и идет. Ну, кстати, да. Мы же там проходили через снега.
That doesn't justify what I've done.
Get ready.
Иди нахуй. Поворачивается еще. Ой. Не то сделал.
By the righteous path.
Waste of time.
Wait.
Чё? Трупы послушника. А что они здесь делают? Хранитель.
Oh no. This is Brother Gallius.
Что он здесь делал?
I don't know. Let's search their bodies.
Опа, распоряжение. Охотники в округе говорят о страшных созданиях в руинах Кладовея. Мы считаем, энтропия скрывается в поселковых шахтах. Понаблюдайте за ними, когда в следующий раз будете на задании в Морозных утесах. Ордену нужны ценные металлы, чтобы отстроить светоч. А если мы хотим восстановить шахту, то не можем оставить ее энтрописту.
Anything? Oh, of course, I heard about that. The Order wanted the ore for the beacon. Poor people. This bastard must have taken them by surprise. Let's take a look into that mine, Saira. Our expedition into the castle. Just have to wait.
Ну давай заглянем.
That was all. And it's over. Gallius helped me with my preparations for the trial. He didn't deserve to end like that, nor did the others. In any case, we need to tell the Grand Master about this once we have searched Delgalar's castle.
Угу. Скинули камин уж какой-то интересный. Прикольный, кстати, шлем.
Get ready.
That was
Pathetic.
Ты что ли магией бьешь?
Northwind. Once among the most important mining sources in the country, and now nothing but a ruin. In the end, all is fleeting, I suppose. Wait. Do you see that?
Чё? Брёв.
Still warm. Someone else has been here not too long ago. Maybe. Let's be cautious. The castle is just up that slope over there.
Ну, я очень сомневаюсь, что это охотники. Им здесь вообще делать нечего.
Quite the bulwark, isn't it? You could fit an entire village in there. Locked, as expected. Maybe, but the ground around here is slippery and the cliffs are steep. That could turn out poorly. Maybe we could try to break the gate open instead. But how? Black powder might do the trick, if we had any.
У меня всего одна бочка.
Northwind was a prospector's village after all, and I think I saw some kind of trapdoor down there near the mine's entrance. With luck, that could be a storage area. I suggest you take a look at it. I'll start digging the gate free in the meantime.
А я один пойду? Могла бы и со мной сходить.
Just fucking die already!
Ну что? Прям под ним стрелы падают.
Pathetic.
Well then, take cover. There you go.
Горит еще. Тепло.
What the? Breathe. Just breathe.
А чё паникуем?
I'm sorry, this was unexpected. But I guess that answers the question of what happened to Zalgalar's servants. Poor sods.
А, типа что на трупы ты так среагировал?
Yes, I wasn't prepared, that's all. But I've got it under control, don't worry, I promise. An idealistic count, a remote castle, and a powerful artifact befouled by the High Ones. That's not too far-fetched, wouldn't you agree? We won't be able to get in through the main gate, but there has to be a side entrance. Come on, let's take a look around.
Just tired. I'm so goddamn tired.
Направо сходим. Конюшня. Кто может быть в конюшне? Ёбаный рот. Перед глазами мелькнул. Блядь. Да, я знаю. Но он наш хозяин, что мы можем сделать? Всего 1 год, и у нас будет достаточно медиков, чтобы купить 2 новых лошадей. Как бы он не использовал их. Понятно, он какие-то опыты проводил. Лошади мертвые, скелеты. Интересно.
Where are you going, Saira? That is not the right way. Just don't take too long, all right? I'll wait here. No, that won't lead us inside.
Что? Кухня. Призрак на кухне. Ну, такое.
Snip, snip, snip. Cut through the throat. The head rolls off. The soul's afloat.
В колодце ребенок не лежит? Вроде нет. Так, ну давай налево теперь. Нужен ключ.
No, that won't lead us inside.
Кузница. И закрыто. Ну, давай в кузницу, выбор у нас небольшой.
Get ready. Waste of time.
И чё у вас тут? Нам здесь ничего не помогает. И что делать? Сюда нельзя. Там вроде ничего нету. Эти помещения просто закрыты на ключ.
Huh. That one looks good if you ask me, but it's locked, isn't it? Who would have guessed that? We should start with the corpses, I think. There has
to be someone. What about Brother Yarber?
Declined. Just like the others. If you would maybe just explain to them what we need those bodies for, they might...
I would not justify myself to those fools. If they only had a trifle of decency, they would see the debt they are in. But, as they wish, there are other ways. Tell the other servants that I do not want to be disturbed for the rest of the evening, and bring me new salve.
The salve. Of course, Master. Walk blessed.
to be someone with a key. Are you alright, Satyura? Wait, you mean in a vision? But how? I thought everything you see comes from the Pyrean Age. That would explain why he hired so many hunters from the village. But what did he need all those cadavers for? The angel? Whatever. Let's go search those bodies for a key. Wait, do you hear that? Kirash. There.
Pathetic.
Your vision have caused this. We should be prepared for resistance now. Come on, let's find that key. I don't to have to look at this any longer than necessary. Do you Let's go in. Good. Let's see if we can get through the main hall somehow. Then we'll see. Enemies, get ready.
Пропустить. Если... Че ж такого здесь произошло, что вся прислуга стала нежитью? Допустим, он их всех поубивал. Понял, сжатость. Призывай нежить. Низ вверх, низ вверх. Все говно должно внизу быть. Не закрыт. Есть кто живой? Яр закрыт. Так, съебались оба.
Prepare yourself.
Ай, блядь! Это он мне въебал. Больно. Я бы угорал, если бы мне хп не хватило, и он меня просто шлепнул. Сейчас бы от союзников умирать.
Wow. What a sight. Do you see anything? With your gift, I mean. No, but I suppose Dalgalar's personal quarters would be a good place to start. I guess the big gate over there should lead us there. Let's take a look.
Я хочу здесь сначала глянуть. А, я не могу. Прикол.
Locked, of course. What else would you expect when breaking into someone's house? Let's see. I understand. This is some kind of magic seal, similar to the one the Magisters once showed us in the Scuola. You need to speak the correct words in order to pass. 2 of them, it seems. Well, that's the question. But knowing Dalgalar, I'm sure he chose 2 words that meant something to him. So if we can somehow find out more about him and what he did here, we might have a chance. If not, we'll need to look for another way in. Come, let's take a look at the 2 towers. I think the staircases in this hall might lead us there.
А, это 2 разные башни.
This must have been some kind of laboratory. Here we go again.
Waste of time.
That was all of them. Let's look around.
Давай осмотримся.
Is there a reason why you're hiding, Yulika?
Forgive me, Master. I wanted to talk to you.
Of course you do. What's on your mind?
Forgive my words, but I find certain recent developments disquieting.
Do you?
You've changed, Master. Every day the villagers bring their sick to our gates, but you forbid us to let them in. Instead, you spend every minute with this girl.
Девочкой
And the black stone.
и черным
Haven't you
камнем.
heard the tales? The stones are cursed. Master, you really should...
Go and pack your things, Yulika.
What? Master, I am just worried about you.
I know, and I thank you for it. Now go. Your apprenticeship is over.
But...
Go!
We need to go farther up, Saira. We won't find anything here. Again. And what did you see? Yes, that he did. I guess that's why people just forgot about him eventually. But at least we know now that we're not following a false trail. Come, maybe we can find more upstairs.
I had no choice.
Там закрыто с той стороны.
Huh. Wait. Scientia Sinistra by Ibn Nadarim. That was a Kyranian arcanist of the Zimnodza. Getting caught with one of these books is essentially a crime here in Enderal. Seems that Dal Galar needed more than just alchemy and light magic for his angel.
Заберем с собой.
We need to go farther up, Saira. We won't find anything here.
Я бы забрал с собой.
Stuffed creatures, even lost ones. I'm not surprised he and the League had their differences.
Я уверен, что эти чучела живут.
What the? That's not a laboratory, that's a crypt. Hirash. Now we know that he didn't just stick to animals. But what is this fluid they're floating in? I see. Do you see that? A crystal. But it's so dull. As if all its energy...
Energy is life, and energy is death. A trifle less, not too much less, just a little. Don't disappoint me. Not this time.
Had been drawn from it. Maybe that was some kind of experiment for what he planned to do with the Black Stone? What? But to what end? If this device were some kind of prototype for the Angel, what did he hope to use it for? This only gets more confusing. Come, let us look for the second code word. Maybe it's around here somewhere.
О! Черный камень нож. Танюш, я не могу найти слов, чтобы описать, сколько счастья приносит мне каждое этого письмо. Как будто теплота твоих пальцев прикрепляется к ним. Но не буду тратить время и отвечу на твой вопрос. Нашей малышке становится все лучше и лучше. Холодный климат идет ей на пользу. Прошло всего несколько дней после переезда, и она уже вышла из комы. Ее щеки становятся румянее, каждым днем ее дыхание более уверенным. Я уверен, что во время звездной летней ночи ты сможешь обнять ее. Кроме того, мы хотели знать, когда сможешь переехать сюда. С тяжелым сердцем я вынужден отказать тебе еще на несколько дней. Твое присутствие поставит исцеление Майи под угрозу. Я умоляю тебя не спрашивать почему. Поверь мне. Расстояние между нами причиняет мне боль так же сильно, как и тебе. Милджан сказал мне, что он оплатил Лиаран парки на целый год проживания и питания для тебя. Я скоро напишу тебе с любовью, Самуэль.
Anything? It does? Show me. So Delgalar had a daughter. And this Tanisha must have been his companion? His paramour? Yes, but why the heck would cold mountain air be good for a sick child? That's nonsense. He could have just stayed in Ark with his companion. At least now we have another candidate for the code words. Tanisha. I doubt we'll find anything else here. What do you say, Zaira? Shall we go back to the main hall? Good. Come on.
Tanisha.
Good. Then let's try our luck with these sigils, shall we? You do it.
Ладно, чуть-чуть мы не ожили те.
More bodies. What in blazes happened here?
Танюша.
Hirash.
Get ready.
Дебилы.
What the heck was that? Yes, probably, but what is it? That's not an elemental. At least not a...
Сука. Два дебила стали друг.
You could do better than
Let's just be
that.
careful.
Блять, он убил его, повысил мне чародейский аппарат. Псину. Ладно, ничего страшного.
Where are you going, Saira? That is not the right way. Just don't take too long, all right? I'll wait here.
Опа. Колокольчики,
The barrier.
динь-дон.
That looks like starling crap to me. Without
It is impossible to banish the barrier, correct?
Yes, my son. And no one apart from us knows the latter.
I see. That I owe you my thanks. We should make a toast. To your Matrolian brandy?
I must confess that I am no friend to alcohol, but thank you nonetheless. To places with it. What are we drinking to? Our collaboration?
To our collaboration, and a world free of suffering.
All right. To our collaboration, and a world free of suffering.
Ну, будет отравлено.
Marvelous, really. Between us, Misa, why the barrier? What do you have up there that 5 arm wides of Northwind stone aren't enough for you?
Something that's very dear to me, and very fragile.
I see. Well, then I can assure you that... blistering blazes. How tired I suddenly am. All that work, it must have gone to my head.
Yes, my sir. You should rest. And forgive me. I will take care of your family. You have my word on that.
What do you mean? I just have to...
I am sorry.
knowing how it works, we'll have a hard time getting through here. What? You had another vision. Poisoned? Why? I don't know. Dalgalar risked his life more than once to save innocents. Maybe you should hold off on your judgment until we find out the true reason for all of this. This must have something to do with the angel, however. Question is, how do we get through here? We don't have that device, whatever it is, and I don't think Dalgalar left the code just laying around somewhere if he was willing to kill someone over it. Let's take a look around. There must be another way.
Что-то мне уже не сильно нравится, реально, идея, что она будет одевать какой-то амулет.
A breach. Maybe we could kill the mechanism that runs the barrier with force? But... wait. Yes, I snatched a bag of black powder earlier when we carried the barrels up to the gate. I thought it might come in handy. I've been told you are no stranger to thaumaturgy, are you? Maybe you could throw that bag through the breach with a telekinesis spell or something like that. And a fire arrow will take care of the rest. I snatched a bag of black powder earlier when we carried the barrels up to the gate. I thought it might come in handy.
Так, она мне мешочек какой-то дала? Нет, я так и не понял. Вот, мешочек с порохом. А если бы у меня не было телекинеза?
Good. Now see if you can shoot a fire arrow through the breach so it drops onto the mechanism. Try to shoot from an oblique angle. Otherwise the arrow will bounce off in the wrong direction.
Так не прокатит, понял.
Hope the fire doesn't spread. Now let's go see what Dalgalar wanted to hide so badly.
All for the greater good, I told myself. All for the death of the father.
Детская. Типа здесь его дочь была.
I had no choice.
Toys. And what is this blue substance everywhere? Huh. This must have been his daughter's room. Let's take a look.
No, please don't eat me. The Vatir eyed him and sneered. Why wouldn't I? You are weak, and I am strong. His voice was coarse like a whisper tree's bark, and... You don't like this story, do you? Of course not. You didn't like it when Mother read it to you either. But do you want to know something, my little starlet? Soon, you'll be warm again. And then there will be no more need for stories. Because you will be able to go out yourself and explore this world on your own 2 feet. I promise you, Maya. I promise you.
Ну, 2 мая получается, да?
And that doesn't justify what I would have done.
The girl was dead, Sierra. She was dead. There, Dalgalar's acquisitions. Now guess what else apart from animal bodies he bought heaps of? Dew flowers, lavender, and shadow stem oil. These are the ingredients for the ointments the Chileans use to embalm their dead. As long as it is regularly applied, the process of decay doesn't begin. The Chileans use it to keep a body fresh before sending it to sea, but this... Dalgalar bought enough of these ingredients to prepare funeral balm for 6 corpses. And didn't you tell me he ordered his apprentice to get him his salve? Dalgalar's daughter wasn't ill when he brought her here, Saira. She was dead. And he used this balm to preserve her like a piece of salted meat. This is horrible. Yes, he wouldn't accept her death and thus lied to his wife. And this device we saw in his laboratory must have been how he intended to resurrect her. But now it all makes sense. This must be the true reason for Dalgalar's work on this angel. He must have wanted to use it in order to revive his daughter. At least now we have a good candidate for the code word, Maya. Do you still want to stay here a little longer, or shall we go back to them? Yes. Come.
Ну, хорошо. Душу.
Good. Then let's try our luck with these sigils, shall we? You do it.
Но откуда? Типа, что она хранилась еще в трупе, маловероятно. Мауа.
Yes, that sounds good.
Таниусша.
I can't believe we actually did it. Come on, let's see what's behind there. So this is his sanctum. Unbelievable. Just look at all these books. I wonder how much knowledge is hidden here. There.
Pathetic.
Enemies, get ready.
Waste of time.
Careful.
Get ready. Kill it.
So he did let some servants in here after all, even though that didn't save them from their companion. Fate.
Ну, конечно, здесь дохерища.
What the? Saira!
Блядь.
Durual Minto Jarois. He who is patient
Oh.
always finds a way. I was starting to worry that you two little birdies would never part.
So it wasn't just my imagination.
Yes, you have been followed. Thanks for opening the gates, by the way. That saved us a lot of effort. Quite the feat, I must admit. Only that... Now look at that. You don't waste any time talking. I like that. Then I'll return the favor.
Kirash, what is this? Let me go, you bastard!
This, my little bird, is mentalism perfected. Because this time, someone was less willing to take risks and decided to send capable soldiers rather than those idiots from Alt-Rationgrad. Now don't look so grumpy, sweetheart. You're up next. And I promise we'll have just as much fun with you as we'll have with her. Oh, someone has a flair for business, but I doubt that you can trump 500 Killian thalers, can you? No, you're lying. Take her, my friends, but careful, understood? I want her alive.
I'll see to that.
The stone, Zaira. Find the stone and then run.
Just hold still, honey. You're only making it worse.
No! Get off me! Damn it, get off me! No. Kirash, please, you're making a mistake!
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't you just make her shut up?
Ключ!
Finally.
That was a mistake.
I'm sure it was. And now, what the heck?
Они пробудили черную. Ой-ой-ой-ой. Ну, я думаю, это их проблема, да? Чё меня вырубило? Ебать, стена упала. И дверь. Ну, в принципе, я как услышал, что она превратилась, уже не сильно спешил куда-то. Че она голая? А, они с ней играть хотели. Такие кусочки. Блядь. Ты жива, нормально? Возможно, нам нужно просто пойти дальше, найти то, что он, ну, как говорил. Кто-то хрюкает.
All of them ran inside, but you just stood outside in the rain and... I should have been there for you more, Starlet. So much more. But I will make up for it, I swear. Tomorrow. I will heal you. Once you and the stone are connected, you will be able to walk again. And this time, I will be a good father. And that's just for a start. The stone will change you, Maya. It will become a part of you. And it will give you power even the Lightborn can only dream of. The blind will see again if you so choose, and the mute will speak. You will succeed where I have failed, freeing mankind from all its misery. Like an angel.
Mm-hmm. Возлюбленная Танюша, я бы солгал, если сказал, что твое последнее письмо не ранило меня. Неужели разговор о кониках и глупых поселенцах более важен для тебя, чем я? Моя поправляется, поверь, я бы не писал это, если бы оно было не так. Да, она еще слаба и не может оставаться на ногах дольше нескольких часов. Когда изнеможение добирается до нее, она все же налаживается. Кроме того, мне удалось достаточно хорошо протестировать новый эликсир, чтобы лечить ее с этим хорошим с хорошим результатом. Это поможет ей обрести новую силу. Танюша, я гарантирую тебе, что будет довольно сложно узнать ее после этого. Так что я в последний раз прошу тебя, доверься мне и будь терпелива. Знаешь, я все сделаю для нее и для тебя. С любовью, Самуэль. Что же нас там такое ждет? Говорить girl. Ну, тут никого нет.
Sorry for the hard stone, but there's no other way. I know, and it might just tickle for a little, but not for long, I promise.
У него глаза светятся. Типа безумие, красное безумие.
Not too much.
Ну что, получилось?
Maya, can you hear me?
Daddy?
Maya, you! Oh, my little starlet, you!
I feel dizzy, Daddy. And where's Mommy?
She is at home. You have been very ill, you know that? Very, very ill. But now... Maya, what's wrong?
It burned. Daddy,
Бля, только не говори, что это она.
Starlet,
да нет.
What's wrong? What?
Poor little creature. You don't have the slightest idea how special you are, do you? Kalia.
Калия. Блядь. Я так и думал, что это она. Вот уже под конец. Прикол.
I see. How do you think I am? It changes nothing. Yeah, who am I? The failed experiment of a broken man. I'm not sure if that insight was really what I needed. Of course, it helps me to understand the creature inside me. It's a black stone, and it was my father who fused it with my mind. But in the end, all I'm left with are more questions. For example, whether this means that I must bury my hopes for banishing that creature once and for all, or the question of what this veiled woman's role is in all this. It must have been she who set me out in that village, even though she knew of the Blackstone's essence within me and how dangerous it made me. She seems to be the same one you encountered on the ship where your friend died, and the one who made those bandits flee into Old Dothulgrad. Who is she? What are her intentions? I just don't understand, Saira. I don't understand. Still, what burdens me the most is what happened in that library. Be thankful you weren't. If you knew how I felt when I killed those mercenaries, you would give me a wide berth, believe me. Such gratification, such an ecstasy. I am disgusting. Saira, if you had been there, I would have slaughtered you just like the others. And that... I know, Sierra. Rationally, I do. But it doesn't change the fact that I feel repulsive. I will train harder, meditate more often, until I control every single one of my thoughts. That is the only way I will ever be able to fully control it. Now go and take that stone to the temple, Sierra. I need some time to myself. Yes?
Well, that's just how he is. Always talking.
Sierra? Yes? Sierra, please. I know you mean well, but to be honest, I don't want to think about this. When all this, the High Ones, the cycle is over, I'll have plenty of time for pondering. Tyrus is my father, and he always will be. Delgalar, he had good intentions, but still, he made me into what I am. He put that stone inside my head and gave birth to that creature. Yeah, I guess he is. I don't know, Sierra. Truth be told, I don't know what to think or feel anymore. Just give me some time to process this. Yes, I've thought about that too. You know, I try to imagine what it would be like, meeting her after all these years. I probably wouldn't even know what to say. But even if she is still... I'll have to think about this. I'll tell you once I've come to a conclusion. Not really, no. I mean, of course, now I at least know where it comes from and that, well, that its existence isn't my fault. But still, it's there and I'll have to live with it forever.
Самое интересное, что есть такая сила, которая может все-таки это сделать. Да, с помощью камня, но и с ним.
Well, you're asking the wrong person here. I think you are more familiar with that woman than I am. But judging from what you told me, and what she did to me, more and more I get the impression that she tries to channel the course of history. She influences it through single, relatively mundane interventions, like what she did back in the castle. But this is just guesswork, Sierra. I don't know. Only fragments. Shreds of thoughts like the memory of flying above the rooftops in that devastated village. But still, throughout all the time we were in that castle, I had this feeling of familiarity. I guess now I know why. Yes?
Да, интересная история, конечно. Она воскресший ребенок. Так, ладно, я думаю, мы сейчас на этом пока закончим. Это был довольно долгий квест и история. Я предлагаю сохраниться и продолжить уже в следующий раз. На этом все. Всем удачи и всем пока.